I have the Jack of Diamonds here and an empty hand. Now we're going to take the Jack of Diamonds and just with the empty hand give it a pass, and it miraculously turns into the Queen of Diamonds. I know what you're thinking. The Jack is on the back. Well, there is a Jack on the back. You're quite right. It's a Jack Russell Terrier. For this you need 3 cards, just old cards that might be lying around. There's a Jack, a Queen and another card. It doesn't matter what that one is. And there's also a picture of a Jack Russell Terrier. Now, that needs to be about the size that will fit onto one of those playing cards. We also have scissors, a glue stick and a ruler. That's all you need for this. What we're going to do is to take the Jack and the Queen, and with the ruler we're going to score across the card in the middle of that pattern. So you take the point of the scissors and just very lightly, just score very lightly across the card, just like that. And that way you can bend it exactly where you want it to bend. The 2 edges will line up nicely. You get it right in the middle. And we'll do the same with the Queen. Take the Queen and the ruler, get the center of that pattern and score across the card with the point of the scissors. Be careful with scissors, of course. We're always careful with scissors. And fold that one as well so the edges line up. Now we've got a Jack and a Queen, both folded in half. And we're going to glue them together so that it looks something like that. And this is where the glue stick comes in handy, because we're going to take the glue stick and put glue over half of one of those cards. Just half. And make sure that when you're applying the glue that you go right to the edges, because you don't want those cards coming apart at some later time. Put the cap on. Make sure it doesn't dry out too quickly. So you take the Queen and the Jack and paste them together, making sure that those edges line up. You should end up with something that looks like that. Then you take the 3rd card, and those 2 cards are going to be pasted onto the 3rd card. That will give you a card with a flap in the middle. Once again, you take your glue stick, go all over this one, including right up to the edges, and in the middle too. The Jack and the Queen, which are glued together, they get glued to the 3rd card. And make sure once again that there's no overlap with those edges. Make sure that they're nice and clean all around. There we've got the Jack and the Queen glued to a 3rd card. And as I said before, it doesn't matter what that 3rd card is because you don't see it anyway. Line up the edges. Make sure that it's nice and neat. There we go. That will allow you to change the card from a Queen to a Jack or a Jack to a Queen. Just by pulling that flap down, it changes to the other card. Now we're going to take the picture of the pup and paste it on the back of that 3rd card. Making sure that we get those edges once again. And put the glue all over that card. Now this photo of the dog, you can get that from Google Images, or you might be able to find it somewhere else. A lot of places on the internet you can get that. So there we are. We've got the card all set. We'll put that picture of the pup onto the back of the card. And then we're going to wait till everything dries. We'll put something heavy on that. That's not really heavy enough. If you've got a heavy book or something, that's even better. and we'll wait about 90 minutes or so. After that, it's all dry, and there we are. We've got a card that can change from a jack to a queen. Now, it's got a crease across the middle there, so we're going to hide that with our finger with the double part of the card at the top. Underneath the cover of your hand, you're going to just flip the flap down like that, so it changes from a jack to a queen. Once again, cover that crease with your finger so they can't see it, otherwise it's a dead giveaway. Now you're going to show them the back. You turn it over and show them that it's a Jack Russell Terrier.